All right, everyone, how about a singles read? We fly outside the soulmate cycle. Take a look. We've had some heavy readings lately with the soulmate cycle. How about we fly outside the soulmate cycle? We see what's around you. Now, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. And that's these readings, singles reads are always tricky because I'm not pulling on a cycle. And you're all your own individual little cycle. Y'all snowflakes. So, this might only be for like 5 people watching. I don't know. But you'll be able to know if it's for you. You'll be able to feel it, you know. That said, it's general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Okay? All right. This could be future influence. It can be. I was going to, you know, I was almost just said, is this you? Like it's an is this you reading. And if it was an is this you reading, I would say I hope the hell it is. Because what I've got here is I've got someone on your periphery that's under a lot of pressure, okay? And that pressure is about to be lifted with judgment crossing the 10 of Wands here, okay? Somebody who's had their eye on you, my little Page of Pentacles here, right? It's new love. Page of Cups, bookending the 10 of Wands. Somebody has some feelings for you. Now again, this can be future influence. This can also be indicative of somebody brand new that you meet who's just one of those people that gets nervous about approaching people, but they just can't take it. They're so attracted, they just push past that. It can be. Again, that can happen at any time. That's just on the surface energy here. That's it. It is a good energy. That's why I said, if I'm talking about you, I hope the hell I am. I hope I am talking about you. Let's find out. Let's see what this is about. You know, I've tried to give you a few different angles on it because some people have a hard time with that. They assume I'm talking about somebody who's already around you, who's nervous to talk to you. That's possible. But I think for a lot of you, because of that Page of Cups, this feels like new energy. This is somebody new that you meet. Okay? All right. Very soon. I don't divine that far out. 6 weeks on the top side. Okay? Let's see where we go. Let's pull ourselves a singles read. Why not? Nothing else to do today. Let's see where we go. Let's see what's going on. All right. Let's see here. The upcoming weekly read should be interesting with Venus going into Cancer and all. Well, bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's new love. After all that shuffling, right? My environmental energy is the Page of Cups. New fucking love. And it's new love energy that's coming off of this. Sometimes I talk about the wave in relation to your runners and stuff. But no. It's just the universe giving me this because it's new. All right? Maybe a little bit of puppy love. I don't know. Something like that. It's crossing the center card I'm going to pull. All right? I don't know if this is 4 card or 3 card to get. I don't know yet. This is my Page of Pentacles. There's Judgment. What's crossing Judgment? Cards from the pre-shuffle are coming back. 10 of Wands. Now 10 of Wands is crossing Judgment. Oh, okay. And what bookends the Page of Pentacles? The 4 of Pentacles. There's that fear. Yeah, I'm right. This is somebody new. You may not have met them yet. For a good number of you, this is future influence. Near fucking future. I'll tell you that. Somebody here is watching. They'll start out by just spotting you. Okay? I'll give you a scenario, right? I'll just say it this way. They start out by spotting you, all right? Or if it's somebody who's already been around you for a while, they all of a sudden realize they like you, and they instantly pull back. It's probably because there's a soul connection here of some sort. I don't know if it's deep soul or twin flame type of thing, but the Judgment card, I always joke, don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot, right? This is karma. In the Witch's Tarot, that's indicative. This is somebody you have karma with. So you have a soul connection with them from past life. It can be someone you were already with in this life, but I don't read it that way. Okay? Because of this page, I read it as new love. Let's clarify. Let's see where we go. Let's talk to the Light Seer deck. All right. Randomly at the bottom is the Empress. Okay, I like that. I'll take that. All right. Well, you're very attractive under this. I told you guys when Venus moves into Cancer, everybody, doesn't matter what your sign is, if you're here at Steve Love Tarot, you're more than likely, part of the 99% that are here that are part of the soulmate cycle. it's going to amp up your attractiveness. If you're part of a cycle, you're all trapped in a room together. Doesn't matter, signs don't really mean much. That said, it is what it is. Very, 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 very attractive. Let's see where we go. A Ace of Pentacles tried to fly out of the deck. All right, I like that. That's nice. Let's clarify this little looker over here. My Page of Pentacles spots you and instantly freaks out. Sort of like you see someone who's super hot, right? And you're nervous about that. It's just the way it is. Maybe they think you're out of their league. Maybe that's why the universe showed us the Empress. It's not enough to stop them. It doesn't. In fact, there's too much karma between you two. It doesn't stop them. That dam breaks pretty quickly. All right, why is the Page of Pentacles here? Let's clarify it. Let's just have some fun here today. Huh? I like to have fun with these readings. Look at this. You see this card? It's red with the Page of Pentacles. It's a Four of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is crossed by the Four of Pentacles from another deck. I mean, the odds on that, by the way, I should head to Vegas right now if this is the kind of cards I'm pulling. Yeah, again, it freaks them out. You freak them out. Like, whoa, they see you from across a crowded grocery store or across a crowded room, right? It is just like that. You've all been out before, right? Clothes shopping or at the grocery store or whatever. You catch someone looking at you. Well, this time when you catch this person looking at you, they actually, as afraid as they are, as out of character as it might be for them, they approach. And that's very indicative of the Venus and Cancer energy we're about to be sitting under for the rest of the month. Okay, or most of it anyway. All right. What's going on? What's on top? Yeah, Two of Wands. Yeah. They like you. It's love at first sight. They like you the moment they see you. Makes them, if they're with somebody, they completely forget about that person. Just keep looking at you. Okay? All right. I like this. This is nice. And again, I'm going to reiterate, these singles reads are tough. And I'm telling the universe I don't want the runner soulmate in here. I want to see what's outside the soulmate cycle. I think this happens for a lot of you. I do. Because I think as you guys are raising your vibration, you keep coming up as the Empress or Queen of Pentacles and shit like that. That is some attractive energy. It's hard not to take your shot, right? That's the way I always looked at it. They might say no, but what if she says yes? I used to think. I mean, hey, right on. And that happened a lot. Right? I was making breakfast for a lot of those ones that said yes back in the day. What's going on? If you don't, you don't ask, you don't get. Right? Why is the Two of Wands here? Yeah, justice. Wow. Yep, got to have it. Got to have it. Got to have you. Yeah, it's balanced energy. Right? I think part of this karma is kind of a complete energy or like a completion energy. It's like a symbiotic relation, a symbiotic karmic type connection, where somebody just sees something in you that they just want to. It makes them want to get to know you. Okay, all right. Well, let's pull on this karma. I keep talking about it. Let's pull on it. Tell me about Judgment. All right. What do we get here? Why's Judgment here? Every time I do one of these singles reads, I think to myself sometimes I shouldn't be doing this. Because somebody's going to drive themselves crazy wondering if it's them. Don't drive yourself crazy wondering if it's you. It's probably it's present influence or future influence for just about all of you if you're here. And under the current energy, it's not surprising that this might happen. I said you're attracting new soulmates. You are. But it's very daunting to approach the Empress, to approach that energy that's very attractive. Even if you say, well, I'm ugly, Steve. Well, first of all, you shouldn't say that about yourself. But that's just physical appearance. That's got nothing to do with Empress energy. Your energy is beautiful. It's a 10. And that's why it's heavy. Gotta have it, right? All right. Tell me about Judgment. Why is it here? Certainly don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. Or the much classier bang in a bar bathroom. All right, what do we get here? Karma. Judgment. Why is it here? Very interesting. It's crossed by the Two of Pentacles. Lots of twos here coming up. You're going to feel like you've known this person before, or it could be, I'm reading it, the energy is here because they feel like they've known you and that's why they approach. Okay? But the moment you two cross paths, you're going to feel like you've known them before. All right? You will feel that. There's something about this karma here. All right. What's on top? Yeah, Three Swords. I was just about to say it alleviates some kind of confusion because I was drawn to her ass being on the front, and that's fucking confusing, right? It's a little bit of that. Also, you might be very different than who they normally approach. Like I wouldn't normally, speaking for myself, I wouldn't normally go, hey, you want to go grab dinner sometime to the girl whose ass is on the front. I wouldn't tell her, but I'd be like, that's probably why I'm asking you out, because I've just got to see that. You know, I've got to get in there. I mean, but at the end of the day here with Three Swords, this karma, you guys have karma to blow out. That's all. I'm pulling on the karma, the past life karma, which I believe it is. It feels more like that than someone you used to be with here in this life. There's some kind of pain you have to work out. Maybe they did you wrong, or you did them wrong, or it ended tragically. It could be any of that. I don't have a story for you about stagecoaches or anything. That'd be bullshit. I'm just giving you the energy, and I know this energy well, and I know what that means when Three Swords is on top of the karma when I'm pulling on karma. Why is Three Swords here? King of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got, it's, if you cross paths with this person, right? Yeah, you'll feel like you knew them before, blah, blah, blah. But if you do, it's because the energy, it's time. It's divine timing. The energy is right to balance out, stabilize. And we have balance here, we have balance here. Balance out, stabilize whatever this karma is. And it's pain. It's painful karma, all right? Sometimes this can translate as when you meet the person, there's friction. I don't think that's the case here. All right? I don't think so. I think they're just blown away by, got to have you, got to know you, right? I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy, and I joked about her ass being on the front. Got to. There's something about you, right? All right. I'll just go ahead and keep clarifying. Why is the Ten of Wands here? As if I don't know. I love that the universe brought back the pre-shuffle and laid it out for me and added a card with this Four of Pentacles. That's very important energy to understand. All right. It's just all fear energy. That's all it is. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Tell me about the 10 Wands. 10 Wands. Why is it here? God, it's so much energy attached to that. Yeah, it's probably tied to this Three of Swords in some way, I would imagine. It's an Ace of Wands, crossing the 10 of Wands, which is what the 10 of Wands resets to. Again, it just backs up my energy of this isn't enough, this fear isn't enough to hold them back. The universe is pushing to go in, say something, walk up. In other words, if it's that scenario where you catch someone staring at you from across the store, or grocery store, clothing store, whatever it is, and you make eye contact, usually someone would turn away and walk away and pretend it never happened. That doesn't happen here. The energy is forcing that person to, okay, I'm going to go over and, say something, right? Like that. All right, what's on top? The Fool. Yep. They just go for it. I'm right. I'm just checking my energy read at this point on the 10 of Wands. And so far I'm right. It's a leap of faith. And this makes sense. Between the attractiveness amping up on your side with Venus and Cancer, which I'll be pulling on, it'll be a pretty hot reading, I imagine. And what I talked about in the full moon lunar eclipse reading about how it encourages just leaps of faith, right? Normally you catch someone staring at you, they look away real quick and walk in the other direction, pretend it didn't happen. Not this time. Why is the Fool here? See? Not this time. The World. Most powerful card I could pull. There's a more powerful than them. Has to do, I said it already, has to do with this Three of Swords, which is on top of the karma. Divine timing is right to balance it out if you're one of the people who crosses paths with this person. But I think it's the vast majority of you watching. I think if you're part of the soulmate cycle, you're a very old soul. You always have a few soulmates that come in, and there's things to be fixed from the past. Lessons that weren't learned before get repeated in the next life if you don't learn them, right? And they get repeated, well, often they get repeated in this lifetime over and over if you don't learn them. But this is very much past life energy here. Very much. It has a dreaminess to it. And whenever it has a dreaminess to it, I know it's not here. Right? It's not in this lifetime. Let's talk about 4 Pentacles. Yep, I'm right. So far, Steve is 100% right. Okay, let's see where we go. I like to check myself from time to time. And I don't need the cards, but I do often, if I can, I'll use the cards to check my read on a person or something like that, someone I meet or whatever. They always back me up, but I like to make sure. I've been doing this shit a while. Since I was 4 years old, so, you know, I've had some practice. I got enough life experience to know what the energy feels like. It comes in as feelings. I translate it to words. So, you know, all energy readers have to travel and meet people and do shit. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here? I'm still shuffling. I'm just teaching you about energy, that's all. Everybody should do that anyway. Everybody should get life experience. It helps you, it gives you wisdom. It helps you deal with situations that come up in your life. All right? Pretend you're an actor studying for a role, or a writer researching a book. You know, live your life that way and you'll get a lot of experience. I did. That's how I did it. I wasn't either of those things. I wasn't an author and I wasn't an actor, but I went around and pretended like I was writing some book or something. I will eventually write a book, though, as it turns out. What's going on? 4 Pentacles. It's crossed by 5 Pentacles. That fear is centered around... That's interesting. That fear is centered around not rejection. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not a fear of rejection. It's a fear of not being able to resolve this. Apparently, when you guys cross paths, right, make eye contact, if you will, or whatever, it triggers this 3 of Swords. Kurt Cobain in pain here. It triggers that energy. So the fear is not being able to resolve that. Not so much a fear of rejection, which explains why they do actually come towards you. They don't do what people would normally do when you catch them making eye contact, staring at you. Normally they look away, right? Well, not this time. But the fear isn't a fear of rejection. It's a fear of not being able to resolve this, because, and this energy is what sort of forces them to take the leap of faith, because they don't want to sit in that. Right? I think they feel it more than you do. I think most of this karma is heavy on their side, not yours. Okay? What's going on? That can play out a lot of ways in past life energy. Perhaps you were, I mean, just as an example. It's just a fucking example. Anybody who says they could read your past life is full of shit. Never listen to it. And I wrote a whole blog article about that because of what happens when we come into this world. Okay? It's very, and as we go through life. The past life energy is like the teaspoon of salt in a mountain of cookie dough. When you first make cookie dough, right, you're adding all the stuff in the bowl. You pour in a teaspoon of salt, for example, into the dry ingredients. You could still, early on in life, separate that salt out if you want to. But once it gets mixed in, you can't take it out. So for most of you, you're over the age of 4. So it's pretty tricky to figure out what exactly the past life energy is. But this can play out the way this feels. It feels like something along the lines of you might have been married to this person or close to this person in a past life, and you died early. You went away early. Okay? It's possible. Tragically, if you. It feels very tragic to me. Okay? All right. That's all. And it's just an example. I'm not saying that's what happened. I want to make that clear. Jesus. All right, what's on top? The Sun. Yeah. Need to fix that 3 of Swords. It's what I said already. Why is the Sun here? The Tower. Yep. It's imperative that we fix that 3 of Swords and rebuild and stabilize things and balance things. Yeah, this came out exactly the way I said. This reading is exactly what I said it would be. The cards backed it up. What else? Is there anything else you want to, because that's how it plays out. Okay? That's what this is. That's why this happens. That's why this person approaches you. All right? Everything I said, you can rewind and watch it again. I got justice randomly at the bottom of the little animal deck. I'm going to see if there's anything else the universe wants you to know about this. Okay? Let's see. Give me one card and a crossing card from my viewer. It's a pretty cool reading. I like it. Pretty smooth energy. This is a very important past life energy for you, if this is you. Okay? It's a very important past life energy. It benefits them more, the other side more, to take care of this Three of Swords, but it helps you as well. Of course it does. It's greater good energy all the way through. But it's very heavy on their side, that Three of Swords. You may not even pick up on it. You may just be thinking, why is this motherfucker staring at me? Oh my God, they're coming over. Oh, is this that fool Steve was talking about? Fuck. Okay, you might not even be in a good mood. I don't know. But for them, the fear isn't in approaching you, it's in not resolving this, because this really kicks in the moment there's soul recognition here. What else you want to tell the viewer, universe, before I go? Give me one card, the crossing card. Let's go. Oh, come on now. What is this? Yeah, the Queen of Wands. Very attracting energy. Okay. A couple of things at the bottom here. Six of Pentacles crossing the Queen of Wands. Again, this is just the attracting energy of Queen of Wands. It's not fakey McFakerman or anything like that. Okay? This is just the attraction. The attraction is strong. This person or individual will want to give. There is a conflict to resolve with the Five of Wands. It's very minor on your side, like I said. Six of Pentacles, they want to give to it. But there is a conflict. It's very minor on your end, because I asked about you when I pulled this. With this Eight of Cups, you don't have to be into this person. You don't have to like this person. You don't have to stay with this person. You don't have to do shit. It's completely up to you. Just keep moving towards your Nine Cups. But if you do resolve the energy with this person, this Three of Swords, you believe that? I didn't know that was there. If you do work with this person a little bit or whatever, or let them resolve this issue, it benefits you in some small way with this Page of Pentacles here. Okay? It does. It teaches you something. You learn something. You gain a piece of wisdom. I don't know. There's just something in it for you. You guys are soulmates, though, with the Two of Cups there. All right? As far as I can go. It's as deep as I can go into the bottom. But, again, it's up to you what you do with it. The burden is more on this other person's side. Okay? Yeah, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.